Hey there. So today's vlog entry for practice vlogging tips comes from a realization that I just made about one of the purposes of transcription, especially for jazz players. And so with this, I'm going to talk about a couple of different ideas that I've heard over the years and realized how I can implement these into really getting the most out of transcription and really using this as a study tool for learning jazz language. So I'm going to turn the camera over to this transcription here. So this is a transcription I've been working on of Stardust by Lester Young, played by Lester Young with the Oscar Peterson Trio. Should totally check them out. So what I was first doing is I was taking a look at the notes. I've been playing this for a couple of weeks, making sure I can play that, and I've been able to sing it and play it like I was mentioning in my last vlog entry. But now I was doing that, and I had the thought come to me from what I learned with Chad Lefkowitz Brown on his Jazz Lesson Videos YouTube channel, is that you get so much more out of your transcription if you will take the time to try and hear the harmonies. And that was something that I heard in college too, but never really took the time to really get what that meant. And so today I'm going to share some tips that I've realized from things that I've learned. I remember when I was probably 14 years old being able to go to a master class with Jeff Coffin where he talked about listening. And as part of his master class, he talked about listening and active listening. In jazz, there's so many different parts that are going on. You've got the melody instruments. Sometimes they're playing melodies, sometimes they're playing accompaniments. You've got the bass player who's outlining a bass line. You've got the piano or guitar that are outlining harmonies. You've got the drum that's doing rhythmic hits and driving the time. And so here is an approach that I'm going to try in being able to figure out the other parts that are going on in here. What I started working on today was I was starting to work on hearing the bass line. And I'll start trying to play this out on the piano. So all I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out the bass notes that the bass player is playing, and I'm writing those because those will be the roots of the chords that are being played in the recording. So I'll write those up here. After I get those lines, get those notes solid and figure out what they are, really listening to that bass and being able to sing the bass line, I'll then move over to really actively listening to the piano and being able to hear what chords are being played so that I know how to finish writing out the chord. So that's where that was the realization for today, is being able to listen to all parts of the tune, not just the line, the melody line, which, don't get me wrong, that's important, but there's so much more involvement in that. Listening to the bass, listening to the piano, listening to the drums, listening and practicing this will help you be a better player in the actual ensemble setting, because you'll already have practiced listening to these other parts of the music that are going on, and you'll know how to interact musically with all these different parts that are going on. So So that really sums up the tip for today. In summary, active listening and using that to guide your transcription. When you're transcribing for jazz, there are so many benefits that you can get. You can learn how to emulate sound. You can get melodic lines to play over chord changes. You can understand the interaction of all the players. The list goes on and on about what you can get from transcribing. So I hope you find this video helpful. As always, if you have more comments or tips regarding the transcription practice technique, then please leave a comment. If you find these tips helpful, please give it a like. And if you want more practice tips to guide your practice in the future, please subscribe to the channel and you can get those tips every week. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.